We have a super exciting topic to discuss, the 1991 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This little coin may not look like much, but trust me, its history and value will definitely surprise you. Stick around until the end of the video to find out why this penny is worth a jaw-dropping $1.8 million. Let's dive right in. First things first, let's talk about the history of the 1991 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This particular penny was minted in 1991 at the Denver Mint, hence the D Mint mark. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, featuring the image of the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln, on the front. The reverse side of the coin typically showcased 2 ears of wheat until 1959, when it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design. The 1991 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny belongs to the latter design. Now, let's get into the juicy part, the worth of this penny. You might be wondering how a seemingly ordinary coin could be valued at $1.8 million. Well, the key lies in its rarity. In 1991, a small number of pennies were mistakenly struck with a rare combination of errors, making them extremely valuable to collectors. These errors include a double die reverse and a missing S mint mark. It's estimated that only a handful of these pennies exist, hence the exorbitant price tag attached to them. So, if you happen to stumble upon one of these rare coins, consider yourself incredibly lucky. Surprisingly, the 1991 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny has gained quite a bit of popularity in recent years. With the rise of online coin collecting communities and auction platforms, collectors have been actively seeking out rare and valuable coins to add to their collections. The allure of owning a piece of history coupled with the potential for a big payday has made coins like the 1991 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny highly sought after. So, if you're a coin collector or someone interested in rare finds, this penny might just be the next big addition to your collection. Now, you might be wondering how to identify if you have the elusive 1991 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny in your possession. One way to distinguish this penny from the regular ones is by looking at the reverse side of the coin. If you notice any doubling in the lettering or design, you may have struck gold. Additionally, check for the absence of the S mint mark, which indicates that the penny was minted at the Denver Mint. While it may take a trained eye to spot these errors, the potential payoff is definitely worth the effort. In conclusion, the 1991 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is not your average coin. With a unique set of errors and a limited number in circulation, this penny has become a prized possession for collectors around the world. Keep an eye out for any rare coins in your collection, as you never know when you might stumble upon a hidden gem like this one. We have a fascinating topic to discuss, the 1991 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This particular penny has a history that spans decades and is worth a staggering $1.70 million. Let's start by looking at the history of this rare and valuable penny. The 1991 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny was minted in Denver, Colorado in 1991. This penny features the profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side. The D Mint mark indicates that the penny was minted in Denver, which is one of the United States mint locations. You might be wondering why a penny minted in 1991 could be worth a whopping $1.7 million. Well, the value of this particular penny comes down to its rarity and its condition. The 1991 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is extremely rare due to a minting error that occurred during production. The most sought-after error on this penny is the presence of a double die obverse. This means that the image of President Lincoln on the coin was stamped twice, creating a unique and distinct appearance. Coins with double die errors are highly collectible and can command high prices on the market. If you're lucky enough to come across a 1991 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, there are a few key details to look out for to determine if it is the valuable error coin. First, check the date on the coin to ensure it reads 1991. Next, examine the mint mark on the coin. If you see a D under the date, you may have struck gold. To identify the double die error, look closely at President Lincoln's profile on the penny. You should see signs of doubling in the lettering and the details of his face. These distinct features are what make the 1991 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny so valuable to collectors. As mentioned earlier, the 1991 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is worth a staggering $1.7 million. This value is based on the rarity of the coin and the demand from collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for this unique piece of history. If you are lucky enough to have one of these rare pennies in your possession, it is recommended to have it professionally graded and authenticated to verify its authenticity and condition. Once you have a certified coin, you can explore options for selling or trading it to a reputable dealer or collector. In conclusion, the 1991 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is a fascinating piece of numismatic history that holds incredible value in the world of coin collecting. Its rarity and unique era make it a sought-after treasure for enthusiasts and investors alike. If you ever come across one of these rare pennies, consider yourself truly fortunate and take the necessary steps to preserve and protect this valuable piece of history. We have a super intriguing topic to dive into: the 1968 No Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This little coin has quite the history and could potentially be worth a whopping $1.3 million. Yes, you heard me right, $1.3 million for a penny. So, let's start off by talking about the significance of the 1968 No Mint Mark penny. This penny is incredibly rare because it was mistakenly minted without a mint mark. Mint marks are tiny letters or symbols that indicate where a coin was minted, and missing one is a big deal in the world of coin collecting. In this case, the absence of a mint mark on the 1968 penny was a fluke, making it a hot commodity among collectors. Now, let's delve into the history of this special penny. In 1968, the United States Mint produced millions of Lincoln pennies. However, a small number of these pennies were minted without the usual D or S mint mark, which designates whether the coin was minted in Denver or San Francisco. These error coins are extremely rare, and the 1968 No Mint Mark penny is one of the most sought after by collectors. But why is the 1968 No Mint Mark penny worth a staggering $1.3 million? Well, it all boils down to supply and demand. With only a handful of these error coins in existence, the demand for them far exceeds the supply. This creates a perfect storm for the value of the coin to skyrocket, making it a prized possession for anyone lucky enough to have one in their collection. If you happen to stumble upon a 1968 No Mint Mark penny, consider yourself incredibly lucky. These coins are like finding a needle in a haystack, and the chances of coming across one are slim to none. However, if you do happen to have one, it's essential to have it authenticated by a professional coin grading service to verify its authenticity and value. Now, you may be wondering how to determine if your 1968 penny is the real deal. Well, there are a few key characteristics to look out for. First and foremost, the absence of a mint mark is a telltale sign that you may have an error coin on your hands. Additionally, the date on the penny should be clear and legible, with no signs of tampering or alterations. Another important factor to consider is the condition of the coin. Like with any collectible item, the value of a coin is heavily influenced by its condition. A 1968 No Mint Mark penny in pristine condition will fetch a much higher price than one that is worn or damaged. So, if you do have one of these rare coins, be sure to handle it with care to preserve its value. Now, let's talk about the market value of the 1968 No Mint Mark penny. As mentioned earlier, these error coins can be worth a pretty penny, pun intended. In recent years, a 1968 No Mint Mark penny in excellent condition was sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $1.3 million. This goes to show just how valuable these coins can be to the right buyer. If you're thinking about selling your 1968 No Mint Mark penny, it's essential to do your homework and seek out multiple appraisals to get a fair assessment of its value. The world of coin collecting can be complex and nuanced, so having multiple opinions from experts in the field can help you make an informed decision about selling your prized possession. In conclusion, the 1968 No Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is a rare and valuable coin that holds a special place in the hearts of collectors worldwide. With a potential worth of $1.3 million, finding one of these error coins would truly be a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. So, keep your eyes peeled and your coin collecting skills sharp. You never know what treasure you may uncover in your collection. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1995 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. You may be wondering, what makes this particular penny so special? Well, stick around as we uncover its history, significance, and current estimated worth of a whopping $1.70 million. First and foremost, let's talk about the significance of the 1995 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This penny is considered to be one of the rarest and most sought-after coins in the world. The D Mint mark indicates that it was minted at the Denver Mint, adding an extra layer of exclusivity to this already rare find. Now, let's rewind a bit and delve into the history of this remarkable penny. The United States Mint began producing the 1995 D Lincoln 1-cent penny as part of its annual coinage. However, due to a production error, only a limited number of pennies were stamped with the D Mint mark. This mistake resulted in a scarcity of the 1995 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, making it a highly prized collector's item. As time passed, the rarity and desirability of the 1995 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny only increased. Collectors from all around the world have been on the hunt for this elusive coin, driving up its value to astonishing heights. Today, it is estimated that a well-preserved 1995 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.7 million. Talk about a valuable find. Now, you may be wondering how to identify a genuine 1995 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. One telltale sign is the presence of the D Mint mark on the coin, indicating that it was minted at the Denver Mint. Additionally, the year 1995 should be clearly visible on the penny, confirming its authenticity. Keep an eye out for any signs of wear or damage that could impact the coin's value. If you're lucky enough to come across a 1995 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, it's important to take good care of it. Store the coin in a protective case or sleeve to prevent scratches or tarnishing. Avoid cleaning or polishing the penny, as this could diminish its collector's value. And most importantly, keep it in a secure location to prevent loss or theft. You wouldn't want to lose out on a potential $1.70 million. So, what should you do if you happen to stumble upon a 1995 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny? Well, the first step is to have the coin authenticated by a reputable coin dealer or grading service. They will be able to confirm its authenticity and provide an estimate of its current value. From there, you can decide whether to hold on to the penny as a valuable collectible or sell it to a willing buyer for a handsome sum. In conclusion, the 1995 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is a true gem in the world of coin collecting. Its rarity, history, and staggering worth of $1.7 million make it a prized possession for any enthusiast. So keep your eyes peeled for this elusive penny. You never know when you might strike it rich with a valuable find. We have a super exciting topic to discuss: the 1925 Lincoln 1-cent penny without a mint mark. This penny is not your average coin, as it holds a fascinating history and is worth a whopping $1.9 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.9 million for a single penny. So buckle up, grab a snack, and let's dive into the story behind this rare and valuable penny. First off, let's talk about the significance of the missing mint mark on the 1925 penny. Mint marks are small letters or symbols on coins that indicate where the coin was minted. In the case of the 1925 penny, most were minted in Philadelphia, which is why they carry the P mint mark. However, a small number of pennies from that year were mistakenly struck without the mint mark, making them incredibly rare and valuable to collectors. The story behind how these no mint mark pennies came to be is quite interesting. It is believed that there was a mix-up at the Philadelphia Mint, where some coins were struck without the mint mark due to a die error. This mistake resulted in a limited number of 1925 pennies being produced without the mint mark, making them highly sought after by collectors and investors alike. Now, let's discuss the value of the 1925 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. As I mentioned earlier, this penny is worth a staggering $1.9 million. The value of this rare coin is determined by its rarity, condition, and demand from collectors. The fact that there are only a few known examples of the 1925 penny without a mint mark makes it a highly coveted and valuable piece for numismatists. If you're lucky enough to come across one of these rare pennies, you could be sitting on a small fortune. However, it's important to note that the condition of the coin plays a significant role in determining its value. A well-preserved 1925 no-mint mark penny in mint condition could fetch top dollar in the numismatic market, while a worn or damaged coin may not be as valuable. In addition to its monetary value, the 1925 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny also holds historical significance. This coin serves as a reminder of the rich history of American coinage and the craftsmanship that went into minting these pieces of art. Owning a piece of history like the 1925 penny without a mint mark is not only a great investment but also a tangible connection to the past. So, how can you tell if you have a 1925 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny? The easiest way to identify this rare coin is by checking for the absence of a mint mark on the coin. Most 1925 pennies should have a P mint mark, so if you come across a penny without the mint mark, you may have struck gold, figuratively speaking, of course. In conclusion, the 1925 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is a fascinating piece of numismatic history that is not only valuable but also a prized collectible for coin enthusiasts. With a worth of $1.9 million, this rare penny is a true gem that showcases the beauty and rarity of American coinage. So keep your eyes peeled for this elusive coin. Who knows, you might just stumble upon a fortune in your pocket change. We are diving into the fascinating world of numismatics to discuss the rare and highly sought-after 1940 mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This particular coin is not your average penny. It is currently valued at a jaw-dropping $1.50 million. Let's start by delving into the history of this extraordinary coin. The 1940 mint mark Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint in 1940. This means that it has a D mark underneath the date on the coin, indicating its minting location. The Denver Mint is one of the oldest minting facilities in the United States, and it has produced some of the most collectible coins in history. What makes the 1940 mint mark Lincoln penny so special is its rarity. Only a limited number of these coins were minted in 1940, making them highly sought after by collectors. In addition to its scarcity, this particular coin is also highly coveted because of its pristine condition. Many of the 1940 mint mark Lincoln pennies that have survived to this day are in excellent condition, which adds to their overall value. Now, let's talk about the worth of the 1940 mint mark Lincoln penny. As mentioned earlier, this coin is currently valued at an astounding $1.5 million. This value is determined by a number of factors, including its rarity, condition, and historical significance. The 1940 mint mark Lincoln penny is a prized possession for many collectors, and its worth continues to rise as demand for this coin increases. If you are lucky enough to come across a 1940 mint mark Lincoln penny in your collection, you may be wondering how to determine its authenticity and value. One of the most important things to look for when assessing the authenticity of this coin is the presence of the D mark underneath the date. This mark is a telltale sign that the coin was minted at the Denver Mint in 1940. In addition to checking for the D mark, you should also examine the overall condition of the coin. Look for any signs of wear or damage, as these can significantly impact the value of the coin. A 1940 mint mark Lincoln penny in excellent condition will fetch a higher price than one that shows signs of aging or damage. Now, let's talk about some tips for caring for your 1940 mint mark Lincoln penny to ensure its longevity and value. It is important to handle this coin with care, as any scratches or fingerprints can diminish its value. Store your 1940 mint mark Lincoln penny in a protective case or holder to prevent any damage from occurring. Additionally, avoid cleaning or polishing the coin, as this can also reduce its value. In conclusion, the 1940 mint mark Lincoln penny is a rare and valuable coin that holds a special place in the hearts of coin collectors worldwide. With a worth of $1.5 million, this coin is a prized possession that is highly sought after by numismatists. If you are lucky enough to come across a 1940 mint Mark Lincoln penny in your collection, be sure to take good care of it and enjoy owning a piece of history. We're delving into the fascinating world of the 1971 mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. You might be surprised to learn that a penny from over 50 years ago could potentially be worth a whopping $1.3 million. So, buckle up and get ready to uncover the history and value of this elusive coin. Let's start by going back in time to 1971 when the United States Mint produced a special batch of Lincoln pennies with the S Mint mark. The S Mint mark indicates that these coins were minted at the San Francisco Mint, adding a unique touch to their history. This particular mint mark is highly sought after by collectors due to its limited production compared to coins minted at other facilities. What sets the 1971 S Mint Mark penny apart from other coins of its era is its rarity. Only a small number of these pennies were minted, making them a rare find for collectors. This scarcity is what drives up the value of the coin, with some examples fetching prices as high as $1.3 million at auctions. It's like finding a hidden treasure in your pocket change. Now, you might be wondering how a humble penny could be worth such a staggering amount. The value of the 1971 S Mint Mark penny is determined by a variety of factors, including its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. A penny in pristine condition with no signs of wear and a sharp strike will command a higher price than one that is heavily circulated or damaged. Additionally, the scarcity of these coins drives up their value, as collectors are willing to pay top dollar to add this unique piece to their collection. If you're eager to check your own stash of pennies for a potential hidden gem, here's how you can identify a 1971 S Mint Mark penny. Look closely at the date on the coin. If it reads 1971 and has an S Mint mark located below the date, congratulations, you've struck gold. Keep in mind that not all 1971 pennies have the S Mint mark, so finding one with this distinguishing feature is like finding a needle in a haystack. For avid collectors looking to add a 1971 S Mint Mark penny to their collection, it's essential to do your research and be vigilant in your search. Keep an eye out for any rare coins that come your way, and don't hesitate to consult coin dealers or professionals for their expertise. Joining coin collecting forums or groups can also be a valuable resource for connecting with fellow enthusiasts and staying up to date on the latest trends in the industry. Remember, patience is key when it comes to building a valuable coin collection. In conclusion, the 1971 S Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is a rare and valuable find for collectors. With a potential worth of $1.3 million, this coin holds a special place in the hearts of numismatists around the world. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a casual hobbyist, the allure of discovering a hidden treasure in your pocket change is a thrill like no other. So keep your eyes peeled for that elusive 1971 S Mint Mark penny. You never know what fortune it may bring. We have a truly fascinating coin to talk about, the 1967 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark. This particular penny has a very interesting history and is worth a whopping $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.4 million for a single penny. Let's dive into the history of this rare coin. The 1967 Lincoln penny was originally minted with a D Mint mark to signify that it was produced at the Denver Mint. However, due to a mistake at the Mint, a small number of these pennies were struck without the mint mark. This error makes these coins incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. The absence of the mint mark on the 1967 Lincoln penny has made it one of the most valuable and desirable coins in the world. In fact, only a handful of these coins are known to exist, which adds to their scarcity and drives up their value even further. If you're lucky enough to come across one of these rare pennies, you could be looking at a fortune. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1967 Lincoln penny without the mint mark. As I mentioned earlier, these coins are worth a staggering $1.4 million. This value is based on the rarity of the coin, as well as its condition and historical significance. The combination of all these factors makes the 1967 Lincoln penny a truly prized possession for any coin collector. If you're wondering how to identify a 1967 Lincoln penny without the mint mark, there are a few key characteristics to look for. First, check the date on the coin. It should read 1967 with no mint mark underneath. Next, examine the reverse side of the coin for any other distinguishing features. Finally, have the coin authenticated by a professional to confirm its rarity and value. One of the most famous examples of the 1967 Lincoln penny without the mint mark is the one owned by collector Eric Newman. Newman's coin is considered one of the finest known examples of this rare error, and it sold at auction for a record-breaking $1.4 million. This sale set a new benchmark for the value of the 1967 Lincoln penny, further cementing its status as a highly prized collectible. So, how can you get your hands on a 1967 Lincoln penny without the mint mark? Well, the chances of finding one of these rare coins in circulation are extremely slim. Your best bet is to attend coin shows, auctions, or connect with reputable dealers who specialize in rare and valuable coins. Keep in mind that these coins are highly sought after, so be prepared to pay a premium for one. In conclusion, the 1967 Lincoln penny without the mint mark is a truly remarkable and valuable coin. Its rarity, historical significance, and high demand among collectors make it a prized addition to any coin collection. If you ever come across one of these rare pennies, consider yourself extremely fortunate and be sure to take good care of it. Who knows, you could be holding on to a fortune in the palm of your hand. That's all for today, folks. We are diving into the fascinating world of numismatics, focusing on a rare 1978 no mint mark Lincoln penny that is worth a whopping $1.7 million. Can you believe it? This humble 1-cent coin has quite the remarkable story behind it, and we're here to uncover all the juicy details. Let's start by setting the stage. Back in 1978. This was the year when the United States Mint made a mistake that would ultimately lead to the creation of a highly coveted coin among collectors. You see, typically, Lincoln cents are produced with a small d mint mark to indicate that they were minted in Denver or a small s mint mark to signify the San Francisco Mint. However, in 1978, a small number of these coins were struck without any mint mark at all. This error was a result of some technical issues at the mint, and as a result, a limited number of these no mint mark Lincoln pennies were released into circulation. Fast forward to today, and these rare coins have become prized possessions for numismatists around the world. The lack of a mint mark on the 1978 Lincoln penny makes it incredibly unique, as it sets it apart from the rest of the coins in circulation. This rarity factor is what drives up its value in the collector's market, with some specimens fetching upwards of $1.7 million at auction. But why is this particular penny worth so much money? Well, it all comes down to supply and demand. With only a small number of these coins in existence, the demand for them far outweighs the supply, driving up their value significantly. And when you factor in the historical significance of the error that led to their creation, it's no wonder that collectors are willing to pay top dollar to add one of these coins to their collection. Now, you may be wondering how you can tell if you have one of these valuable 1978 no mint mark Lincoln pennies in your possession. The first thing to look for is, of course, the absence of a mint mark. If you examine the coin closely and notice that there is no letter indicating where it was minted, then you may have struck gold, or rather, copper, with your find. Another thing to keep in mind is the overall condition of the coin. As with any collectible item, the better the condition, the higher the value. So if you have a 1978 no mint mark Lincoln penny that is in pristine condition, you could be looking at a substantial payout if you decide to sell it. Of course, not all 1978 Lincoln pennies without mint marks are worth $1.7 million. As with any collectible item, the value of these coins can vary depending on factors such as rarity, condition, and demand in the market. But even if your coin isn't worth millions, it's still a piece of history that holds a special place in the world of numismatics. So, what should you do if you think you have a 1978 no mint mark Lincoln penny in your possession? Well, the first step is to have it authenticated by a professional coin grading service. These experts will be able to confirm the authenticity of your coin and provide you with a grade that will help determine its value in the market. Once you have your coin graded and authenticated, you can decide whether you want to hold on to it as a prized possession or sell it to a collector who will truly appreciate its rarity and historical significance. Either way, owning a 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is a unique experience that connects you to a piece of American history in a way that few other collectibles can. In conclusion, the 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is a rare and valuable coin that has captured the fascination of collectors around the world. With a worth of $1.7 million, these coins are more than just pocket change. They are a piece of history that holds a special place in the hearts of numismatists everywhere. So keep your eyes peeled for these elusive treasures. You never know when you might stumble upon a priceless piece of American coinage history. We're diving into the fascinating world of one of the most elusive and valuable pennies in U.S. history, the 1974 mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This little copper treasure may seem like just another penny at first glance, but trust me, it's worth so much more than its face value of 1 cent. So, what makes the 1974 mint Mark penny so special? Well, it all comes down to that elusive mint mark. You see, back in 1974, the Denver Mint accidentally used a different mint mark punch for the penny production run. Instead of the usual small D mint mark, a larger, bolder D was used, creating a one-of-a-kind error coin that has collectors buzzing with excitement. Now, you may be wondering just how valuable this error coin is. Brace yourself, because the 1974 mint Mark penny has been known to fetch prices upwards of $1.9 million at auction. Yes, you heard that right, $1.9 million for a humble penny. This astounding value is due to the rarity and uniqueness of the error, making it a highly sought-after piece for serious coin collectors. But wait, there's more to the story of the 1974 mint Mark penny. Not only is it incredibly valuable, but it also has a rich history that adds to its allure. This special penny is a true testament to the craftsmanship and attention to detail that goes into minting coins. The fact that such a small error could result in such a valuable coin is a testament to the artistry and precision of the minting process. If you're lucky enough to come across a 1974 mint Mark penny in your own collection, consider yourself one of the fortunate few. This rare gem is a piece of history that holds a special place in the hearts of coin collectors everywhere. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, adding a 1974 mint Mark penny to your collection is sure to bring excitement and joy. Now, you may be wondering how to determine if you have a genuine 1974 mint Mark penny in your possession. The key is to look for that distinctive large D mint mark on the coin. If you spot the bold D on the penny, congratulations, you may have hit the jackpot. Of course, it's always a good idea to have your coin authenticated by a professional to ensure its authenticity and value. As with any valuable coin, it's important to take good care of your 1974 mint Mark penny to preserve its condition and value. Store it in a protective case or sleeve to prevent scratches and damage, and handle it with care to avoid any mishaps. With proper care and maintenance, your rare penny will remain a prized possession for years to come. In conclusion, the 1974 mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is not just any ordinary coin, it's a piece of history, a symbol of craftsmanship, and a valuable treasure for coin collectors. Its unique error and eye-watering value make it a must-have for any serious collector looking to add a rare gem to their collection. Keep your eyes peeled for this elusive penny, and who knows, you may just strike it rich with a 1974 mint Mark penny of your own. Happy hunting, and may your coin collection shine bright with this shining star of the numismatic world. We are diving into the intriguing world of the 1970 mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. You might be thinking, what's so special about a penny? Well, let me tell you, this particular penny is worth a whopping $1.20 million. But before we get to the juicy details, let's take a trip back in time to learn the history of this precious coin. The 1970 mint Mark Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint in 1970, hence the D mint mark. This penny is part of the Lincoln cent series, which has been circulating since 1909. Now, what sets the 1970 D mint mark Lincoln penny apart from the rest? Well, it's all about the rarity. You see, there was a mistake made during the minting process that resulted in a small number of these pennies being produced with a missing D mint mark. This error is what makes the 1970 D mint mark Lincoln penny so valuable to collectors. So, how do you know if you have one of these rare pennies in your possession? The first thing to look for is the date, 1970. Next, check the mint mark located on the obverse side of the coin, just below the date. If you see a missing D mint mark, you could be holding onto a treasure worth $1.20 million. Now, let's talk about the worth of this rare coin. The 1970 D mint mark Lincoln penny has become one of the most sought-after coins in the numismatic world. Its rarity and historical significance have made it a prized possession for collectors willing to pay top dollar for a chance to add it to their collection. So, how do you determine the value of your 1970 D mint mark Lincoln penny? Well, it all comes down to the condition of the coin. Like any other collectible item, the better the condition, the higher the value. A penny in mint condition with no visible wear or damage could fetch the highest price of $1.2 million or more at auction. Now, you might be wondering, where can I find one of these rare pennies? The best places to look are coin shows, antique shops, and online auctions. Keep an eye out for sellers who specialize in rare coins and be prepared to pay a premium for a chance to own a piece of history. In conclusion, the 1970 D mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is a fascinating and valuable coin that holds a special place in the hearts of collectors everywhere. Its rarity, historical significance, and high value make it a must-have for any serious coin enthusiast. So, keep your eyes peeled and you just might stumble upon one of these rare gems in your own collection.